Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it's up, Peter Griffin, radio nerd, Cal, Sarah Perez, HPR, Constitutional Cowboy, Aviator, Peter Griffin, Callie Tony, that guy Scott, observing paranoid people. Love it. Sam Reports, Dylan Shea, Manny Pants UK. Oklahoma Community Watch, and Burr. What's up, Sound Minds? Hey, Sound Minds. I've been able to catch quite a bit of your videos lately. Mrs. Silent, Text Bud, always film. Hanging out in the parking lot, yeah. I was gonna try to do this live stream outside, but it got windy all of a sudden. And I don't still have a windsock yet, so. Hello, M. Hey, Joe. Spike Love. Pugface Media. Jesus and David Bourne, both carpenters. Hey, Oregon Rogue. All this free time and no one can do stuff, yeah. So I don't know if you guys, we're all real busy. So we can't keep up on the news. I don't really watch mainstream media ever. But when our local government and state government started locking everything down, Hobby Lobby is one of the few companies that, hey, Vet Tech, Kimmy, Hobby Lobby is one of the few businesses that remained open during the COVID. Okay, first of all, let me say this. COVID-19 is influenza, a type of flu. I'm not saying it's not real, and I'm not saying it can't hurt you, and I'm not saying you can't die from it, but it's not worth taking my freedoms away from me. Now, if a business or a person would like to voluntarily close their doors or take precautions, like I'm even fine with them doing precautions. But besides that, we're not even talking about that right now. We're talking about principles, and Hobby Lobby is a Christian-owned company, and they have been singled out and targeted by local, state, and federal governments. For example, and I can only speak of here in Texas, Hobby Lobby stayed open until April 4th, I think it was. On April 4th, they were being pressured by mayors, county commissioners, city planners, city council, all sorts of people, governors, to close their doors. People were getting upset with them for not closing their doors when everybody else, when other companies were voluntarily closing their doors. Hobby Lobby stayed open. And then I think somebody in Michigan or Arkansas or somewhere, someone took them to court, and under the threat of being sued, they had a court order to shut them down. So then the president of Hobby Lobby, I think it was on a Friday over the weekend, closed the doors and then sent an email out to all his employees, or I assume it's a guy. The president, the corporation, sent out emails laying everybody off. Guess what? That's what happens when your hand is forced. You don't have time to prep and say, hey, we're going to close in 2 weeks. When you get subpoenaed and marshaled to close your doors, that's the consequence. You shut down. So April 4th, after being persecuted by many different counties and states all across the country to close their doors, they finally closed their doors with a subpoena. Because once they get subpoenaed in one state and county, it's just going to trickle. So they just figured they'd close nationwide. Well, last Friday, April 17th, here in Dallas County, Dallas County Commissioners had City Council of Dallas had a emergency meeting because not governor, but Judge Jenkins here in Dallas County wanted to start on Saturday mandating everybody in Dallas County wear masks while they're out in public, and then give people $1,000 fine or up to a 6-month prison if they don't wear a mask in public. Much like we've seen, I think, in LA, New York, other places where governors have set forth that steep penalty. That's what the judge wanted to do here in Dallas County. Well, the city council held a emergency meeting Friday night, and they rejected that and voted that down. They did, and one of the things they did during this emergency meeting, they allowed Hobby Lobby and a few other companies to reopen up, at least here in Dallas County. I'm not sure about Rockwall County, but Dallas County commissioners voted 3-2 on Friday to let Hobby Lobby open up. Now, Hobby Lobby, for those of you guys that don't shop at Hobby Lobby is like the mega warehouse for all supplies you need for whatever, crafts, sewing stuff, anything you want to build, like on the artsy side. Hobby Lobby's like the Home Depot and Lowe's for craft stores. I even shop at Hobby Lobby for a lot of the projects I do. And you know what? If you don't want to support a Christian business, albeit, we live in America. You shop wherever you want. You support whoever you want. I'm all down for freedom and free agency. But I bring up Hobby Lobby because Joann's and Michael's have been open for a while. Now, Michael's has been open for a while. They don't even sell fabric. Some of these stores have been open because they were deemed essential to make masks. Like they sell fabric and elastic and supplies you would need to build masks. Michael's doesn't even sell fabric, and they were deemed essential by Master. Now, Joann's, I don't even think Joann's closed their stores at all. I think Joann's, if I remember right, has been open this whole time. But regardless, Joann's does sell fabric. They sell elastic. They sell all the supplies you need to make your own mask. But at the same time, these stores provide teachers who are now parents, right? They provide us parents who are now the teachers with everything we might need to help educate and teach our kids. So these types of stores should remain open. All the stores should remain open. But I mean, if you want to follow the government's silly rules that you have to be an essential store or an essential employee, then voila, educational supplies, supplies to do experiments, supplies to do whatever, These stores definitely provide those supplies, and especially Hobby Lobby. Now so anyways, long story short, Hobby Lobby is going to open up, I think, next Friday, or I guess would be this Friday. I assume, I haven't seen a statement from Hobby Lobby, but I assume that since they've been given the go-ahead to open up here in Dallas County, that they're going to go ahead and open up all their stores. That's just my assumption. Another thing we saw, Hobby Lobby sent out, like I said, emails on April 4th, or after April 4th to all their employees, laying everybody off. You might have heard in mainstream media them saying that, interviewing employees like, oh, what am I going to do? I don't have a job now. And yes, losing a job is very tragic. Being in a depression, even if it's a pandemic depression, is very tough on families. Because guess what? A lot of these employees are just part-time employees that do this to supplement income. These are the people that need the money the most. Like they're $15 an hour, maybe $20 an hour that they're making, working 20 hours a week, maybe 40 hours a week, I'm not sure. That's what they live on. That's what they have to supplement their income. So that's huge. That's like, so many, like the service industry, barbers. These guys don't make a ton of money. Most of them live week to week. Um, so, anyways, Hobby Lobby was been persecuted, and I think been singled out because they're a Christian store. Um, so we'll see. I guess we'll see next week if they open up. How's everybody doing tonight? I haven't been reading the chats. Fortune 500 companies received to socialism. Yeah, so this economic package bill that they passed, or whatever, I don't even know what it's called, whatever bill they just passed, a good portion of it's gone to corporate America. We're all going to get our $1,200 check or $2,000 check, and that's going to pacify a lot of people, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, I got my money. But you got to look at, like, if they're giving us our $1,200 in the left hand, we got to look and see what they're doing in the right hand. And on the right hand, they're doling out tons of money to corporate America, tons of money to special interest and corporations. Spike Love says, I gave you the winning lottery numbers. You should have been paying attention. Hey, new dude. Pugface says, Nova slots. It's going too fast to read. Sorry, guys. No check here yet. Yeah, no, I haven't received my check either. Hey, Langley Lang. You know what? If the government decides to return $1,200 of my money I sent them, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. But I already know it's going to be taken out of my 2020 filing when I go to file my taxes with the IRS. So, regardless of what they say, it's going to be taken out of my taxes for next year. So, Hobby Lobby isn't known for being good to their employees. Matt, I can't deny or I can't say one way or the other. I honestly can't. I'll tell you what, though, when I go to this Hobby Lobby, the ladies in here, when I need help, have always been cheerful and have been more than helpful to me. Generally, when someone's not being treated right, you're going to be able to tell on the sales floor. Like, you may be duped by one or two employees. Like, you may have an employee that's always happy, but generally speaking, if the people aren't being treated well or compensated justly, zombie enforcement. That's a good point. It says, I boycotted Hobby Lobby when they wouldn't hire a member of the LGBT community. I do not know the specifics of that. I thought they were giving money to a third party who then took money. I thought Hobby Lobby was donating money to a third party organization, and that organization, part of what they were doing was supporting anti-LGBT legislation. But I don't remember. It's been so long. But zombie enforcement, whether like, I don't know, man. Everybody needs to make a decision for themselves who they want to support. Do you guys remember the riots that we had in Egypt? Not that we had, but the Egyptians had in Egypt. I want to say back in 2011 or so. I don't remember when. Do you guys remember the riots in 2011 in Egypt when people were marching and taking to the streets and protesting? I bring that up because they said those riots were very well organized and people were able to communicate with each other through smartphones, through Twitter. Those riots started with Twitter. And come to find out later, the founders of Google, the three original founders of Google, funded those riots in Hobby Lobby. I mean, not in Hobby Lobby, but in Egypt with smartphones. So, zombie enforcement, you do bring up a really good point. We all should be more diligent on who we want to support because for years, I mean, it's too late now. Google's one of the biggest tech companies out there, and they were anti-American. But yes, zombie, we should all be diligent in who we decide to support. Um, Hello, Jet. Jet says, "Hey, I have a hobby on watching YouTube videos." No Easy says, "Don't tell me no. No is a bad word." Um, so I'm not saying one way or the other whether you should support Hobby Lobby. I'm just letting you know, Hobby Lobby has been singled out. Um, and I would even dare say, like, if the KKK wanted to open up like a hardware store, I would not go shop at that hardware store. They would have the right to open up. Our government has committed treason and crimes against humanity. Yeah, Sam reports. Walmart supports gun control, pays low wages, and takes government subsidies. Yes, Spike Love, you bring up another good point. Spike Love, Walmart, I think, Walmart is the largest private company that generates people on welfare by far. The majority of their employees, they keep staffed at less than 36 hours by keeping them part-time employees. And when you're under 32 or 36 hours, uh, you can go apply for government subsidies like welfare or whatever to get that supplemental income. And they do that on purpose. They also do that so they don't have to pay them health insurance. So I hate shopping at Walmart. I try to avoid them like the plague. I've been doing a lot of shopping online and Kroger and Costco. Jet says Walmart is owned by the Waltons, and then they're in the Farias family. Yeah, they are. Hello, Chicago Transparency. Did you do another live stream, sing stream, pug face? Anyways, Costco is another naughty company. Yeah, Jet. I don't know, man. It's one of those catch 22s. Like almost every store we shop. I know it's tough. We should have. I mean, if we were smart, we would have enough land to grow our own food. Hobby Lobby. Well, I just wanted to bring out a point to everybody, you know, and let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say that, you know, there was another store that was opened up by a private company that we didn't agree with. You know, like let's just name anything, you know, like a Colombian store, like, you know, Colombian coffee. Let's just say Colombian coffee had stores or coffee, Starbucks, you know, whatever. And we saw the government targeting Starbucks. You know, whether you like Starbucks or not, whether you like the owners, whether you agree with how they treat their employees, short of holding people captive, right, or making people do things against their will, like working long hours or not paying them livable wages or below minimum wages, then they have, you know, that company has the right to stay open. And if we see the government targeting that company, then we should all be there to back them up and fight for their right to stay open. Willow writes, I believe you're describing chronic. Yeah, but capitalism, at least here in the U.S., there's a lot of politics, man. There's a lot of politics. It's after 6:30, so all these stores, I think, other than Subway, have closed. I think all stores, other than maybe like food places, have to close by 6:30. But Taco Casa's busy. Look at that, the line's getting backed up. Oh, it's Tuesday. That's why. Taco Tuesday. Their tacos are half off. That's right. But we'd already went to we already went to Costco today and had grabbed a pizza. Their pizzas are pretty good. But I'm gonna close my gate. People aren't hungry after 6. Research: the Walmarts that temporarily closed for plumbing and work are now holding centers to help people out. Jet, I've been trying to cut my own hair and it's kind of jacked up. It's a little jacked up. It's a little jacked up, Jet. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait till I get a haircut. How's my charges coming? I haven't heard nothing. I haven't heard nothing from Rockwall, and they were going to try to dismiss the case in Dallas. Hey, Big Tim, Jimmy Reed. Willow Wright says, anyone see the video Trump put out about Nancy Antoinette? No. Yeah, Spike Love, it's nice. Good to see you again. Jet says Walmart's probably closed while they install 5G. Could be. There's 5G everywhere. I got 5G on my cell phone right now. I guess we could drive and see if Michael's is open. We'll go look. That's weird. Gas went back up a little bit. It's $1.40 a gallon. Want to have some flank steaks for dinner? No flanking. Actually, I haven't seen really anybody being pulled over here in Rockwall lately, at all. Now, granted, I have only had to drive into Dallas a few times a week for work, but even when I'm out and about, like grabbing food or supplies or whatever, I haven't seen too much harassment going on. What's up, Rob P? How you doing, American Amy? Thanks for checking in. I'm just gonna drive over here real quick, see if Michael's is open. Zombie enforcement says gas in Seattle is $3.69 a gallon. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be expensive. Flank steak is illegal in Rockwall. Yeah, it is. They're scared. They're scared of the camera. I keep telling them not to be afraid of the camera, but they fear for their lives too much. They fear for their lives way too much. It is after 6:30, so they may be closed. They might have been open before. I mean, I know they were open before, but because Home Depot even closes at 6:30. Yeah, it looks like they're closed. They're closed. They're closed. Looks like Office Max is still open though. Two died from the virus or died from another. How would anybody else since there's no specific test? I was pretty productive today. I cleaned my truck. But yeah, Michael's has been open for quite a while. I think they only closed down for a week. And then Joann's has been open, I think, the whole time. And like I said, I have nothing against Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby. You know, this is America. You pick and choose where you want to go shop. I can care less. That's on you, you know. I just want to call it out when I see it when companies are being targeted. You know, like if Lowe's wasn't able to stay open and government said, Master said that Home Depot had to close, I'd raise hell. Is Wilma in here yet? I haven't seen her yet. Hey, Bouncer Slab in Real Nature. Dude, if you guys haven't seen Bouncer Slab, he makes some pretty good meals. What's up, Robert Bonar? Lacey R, have you, well, I'll ask you later, I guess. I don't know. No, Lisa, it says, you sound entertaining. I enjoy the passionate ones as long as they don't lose their intelligence. The louder they get, I tend to do that. That's why I like the Mad Genius so much. Design, welcome in. Yeah, I don't see Wilma Dickfit. Oh, Bouncer. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna end this. I haven't had the opportunity to flank anybody lately. They've not been out. What's up, Ben? Ben drinking again. Ben drinking again. We're in Walkwall, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Guess I missed it last night. I guess Bao and El Charro Negro and somebody else got hemmed up in Tucson. Um, you West Coast auditors, that's kind of late for me. Plus, it's hard for me to watch those kind of videos that late at night anyways, because I'm trying to calm down. So if I watch a Bao or somebody live that late at night and then try to go to sleep, man, I'm up till like 2, 3 in the morning. Landscapers can't work. Where can't landscapers are working here in Texas, Karen? Where are you at that you can't work or landscapers can't work? Michigan? Wow. That's gotta suck. Man, they're trying to bankrupt and put everybody out of business. They're trying to bankrupt so many people and companies, man. Tom Zebra got arrested too? Yeah, these tyrants are out of control everywhere. What's up, Sixth Estate? Elaine C. UK here. What time would those ships or shops normally close? All these shops, like Petco, went closed for another 3 hours, I think. Office Depot went closed for another 3.5 hours. I think Pier 1 Import to close in half an hour. Michael's is usually opened up for another 3 hours. I think Burke's is open for another 3 hours. All those shops usually close around 7 or 8, I think. Ross is usually open till 10 or 11, dude. Ross is open up late. They want your money. Ross is like, you want to come spend your money? Come spend it here. Like, I've gotten home pretty late sometimes, and they are open. I'm amazed. I'm like, how are there still 20 cars in front of Ross? What are they doing? Switching out, like, inventory or what? And then Home Depot's usually open till 10. But they all close at 6:30 right now. Oh, hey, I was going to mention while everybody's on here, I've been having issues with YouTube. Like, it's been kind of weird. I'll get notifications from somebody, but like a day later, or like 5 hours later, or like 12 hours later. It's been kind of weird. Like, you know how usually when you get a notification from somebody putting out a video or going live, I'd be like, oh, cool. So-and-so is going live. Maybe I'll jump on for a minute. And then I go to click on it. And when I click on it, it's like telling me they're going live right now. And as soon as I click on it, it's like, you know how I think it says like 14 hours ago or whatever, whatever it is. So I've been getting like crazy notifications from YouTube. And also something else YouTube's been doing ever since I did that live stream in my garage and played that music. When my video's being processed, I can't see it or edit my video for like a day or two, like 12 hours to 30 hours. So I don't know. I'm not sure if the rest of you guys are having that issue or not. But I'm beginning to wonder if YouTube's like heavily censoring my videos. But I'm just a small channel. I'm just small fry. I don't know why they would be doing that to me. Because, I'm not even a big channel. Like, I don't even know why they would. Yeah, Ross has been closed here. They haven't opened up. Kohl's has been closed. Ross has been closed. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get home so I can eat dinner. Make myself some dinner. Probably gonna make some shrimp and rice. Gonna make me some shrimp and rice. Of course, I got peaches and cottage cheese too. I might do peaches and cottage cheese. But I'm a troublemaker. Jet, I try not to be a troublemaker. That Tech Kimmy says because you park funny. Oh yeah. There's nobody else in the parking lot. I don't really care how to park. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in. And I wasn't trying to do a promotion on Hobby Lobby. I actually do shop at all these stores. I shop at Michael's. I shop at Joann's. I don't shop too much at Joann's. I do quite a bit at Michael's, and I do shop quite a bit at Hobby Lobby. So, but it just bothers me when I see one specific company being targeted. So, all right, guys. Hope you had a good day. What is it, Tuesday? Taco Tuesday at Taco Casa. Tacos are half off. That's right. Tacos are half off at Taco Casa. Go get them while you can. Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care. All right.